Right now we're heading back east to the east coast of Australia to join the Two Tims as they share their thrills and spills in pursuit of high adventure up the north coast.
Welcome to the Great Aussie Road Trip.
This time we're heading north along the east coast all the way up to Noosa Headlands.
We've got a bit over a week to do it, so let's go have some fun.
The East Coast is the most populated region in Australia and is an attraction for visitors from all over the world. Taking a road trip up or down the east coast of Australia has become somewhat of a religion for overseas tourists as well as Aussies themselves and is considered a real icon of Australian lifestyle.
And we're firm believers that if you really want to see the East Coast, you've got to get off the highway and onto some of the back roads. They're a lot more entertaining. And when you embark on such a trip in a really colourful sleep-in van with an anything goes attitude, anything can happen.
Well, after driving 2 hours north of Sydney, we've landed right here in the largest moving sand drift in the Southern Hemisphere, the Stockton Sand Dunes. Wow!
The Stockton sand dunes are formed by sand washed in from the sea and blown ashore, most of which was actually deposited 6,000 years ago. The dunes act as a haven for wildlife as well as provide an optimum area for a traveller's rest.
When you're walking over these dunes, it's very easy to feel like Lawrence of Arabia. But one question, would Lawrence of Arabia do this? The steep lee side of the dunes are loosely packed, creating a perfect arena for sandboarding. Today, the sand shifts approximately 4 metres a year, creating dunes over 30 metres high.
While further down on the beach, activities can be a bit more slower paced.
And the key to experiencing this amazing place is about 10 foot tall with 2 humps and covered in hair. Let's go. Whoa, whoa.
Stockton Beach itself extends for 32 kilometres, certainly a long yet relaxing journey and one of the many camel tours in the area.
Again, we're in Lawrence of Arabia mode as we bounce up and down through the Stockton Dunes.
The highlight for us comes right on sunset as our Cameleer leads our team right into the surf.
That's day one of our Great Aussie Road Trip. A quick beer and a snooze before we hit the road again. Taking the back road can certainly provide you with some unexpected encounters. Just make sure you have a look at the road signs and keep referring to the maps. Well, it's pretty easy to get lost on the East Coast. I don't know how we ended up here.
However, with a little local help, you can end up at some pretty serene locations. It's dawn at Crescent Head and we've accepted an offer from local surfer Dan to try out some of the surf breaks just around the corner. And aren't we glad we did?
Absolutely pumping. Dolphins everywhere, perfect lefts, sent from heaven. Another hard day at work.
There's a perfect 4-foot wave peeling left this morning.
No road map, mate. No road map. Just through the bush, in the trusty landy, came up here, found these perfect waves. Welcome to the East Coast of Australia.
And it's only us and our new friend Dan sitting out the back.
The beauty about surfing in Australia is that there are hundreds of isolated beaches, meaning you can often ride the waves without ever encountering other surfers. Right now it's back on the road and another 2 hours drive to Coffs Harbour.
Coffs Harbour is prime banana growing territory. symbolised by this whopping big banana.
But the region's big money spinner these days are tourists, lured by its stunning beaches. Out to sea, we spot a turtle and pods of dolphins, while the local oceanarium offers encounters with tamer marine life.
First, we get to feed the dolphins. There are 4 inshore bottlenose dolphins at this oceanarium. 2 of them, known as Calamity and Bucky, were rescued from the sea after sustaining injuries. The other 2, Bella and Zippy, have been born here in captivity. We get to swim with the dolphins for some 45 minutes before moving on to an even more novel experience.
There aren't many places in the world where you get to swim with an Australian sea lion. Solomon here is 20 years old, rescued from the coast after being abandoned by its mother.
Guess I got a lucky one, didn't I?
Our final treat comes from Pearl, a 9-year-old New Zealand fur seal trained to jump onto the back of swimmers.
Well, that was definitely an experience we'll never forget.
Don't you think it's time we should get back on the road?
Yeah, I think so.
Next time we hit the road, we'll be heading 2 hours up into the Nimboy Binderay National Park for a whitewater rafting adventure.
Then we'll take to the sky in a hot air balloon at Byron Bay.